Pod Network Entertainment. The Pod Network Entertainment.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to wherever you are listening or watching me from all over the world. My name is RJ Ledesma and welcome to my podcast, the RJ Ledesma Podcast. In my podcast, I like to speak to trailblazing business people and entrepreneurs to find out more about how they think about doing business. What are their success secrets? Can we replicate those success secrets for ourselves? And more importantly, what business opportunities do they see emerging for entrepreneurs in the near future? And today I am here with my very good friend and an entrepreneur who I'm truly impressed with. We have Miss Jonalyn Ramos. And Jonalyn is not only the president, not only the CEO, but she's the own endorser of her product, Dear Face and New Moon. And I'm so proud to have her here on the show. I've encountered her several times. First of all, she was an awardee in GrowthCon. GrowthCon was a conference I held in my capacity as the editor-in-chief of the Business Manual. She was one of our awardees and she shared her entrepreneurial journey over there. And at the same time, in a recent Go Negosyo forum where I was the moderator, we had a nice one-on-one chat where we got to elaborate more on her story, which she will share here. But Jonalyn, you know what? It escapes me. We first met many years before that one. Where did we first meet? And what was your previous product?
Okay, so the company was Skin Potions. So we met, I think, in a franchise expo, and then since our strategy or our structure is more on the franchising, so you are one of our mentors.
I see.
In a round table.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. You were at the time you were like it's like almost like a competition, right?
Yes,
is that right?
yes. It's
and
like,
you were with
like
other
a next
gen
generation.
franchising, and
Yes.
you're up with other people
Yes,
doing
correct.
franchising at the same time.
Yes,
I recall that now. Okay. Now before we start, for the people who might not be too familiar with Dear Face and why I'm so impressed with Dear Face and of course New Moon, they're one of the top sellers right now on TikTok, but you can also find them on Shopee, Lazada. And every double date, 88, 99, 10, 10, 11, 11. All you hear about is Dear Face and their new product, New Moon. But for the people who don't know what Dear Face is all about,
Yes.
in a nutshell, very quickly, ano ba yung Dear Face so people just get a better idea?
Well, Dear Face is something that actually caters to a wide variety of products like collagen, glutathione, something that is beautifying. But it is actually, on a deeper dive, it's actually for our health. So it's a multivitamin drink that you will actually enjoy, because one of the goals of the company or our brand is to make your beauty journey to be more enjoyable.
And the beauty
Than the
journey
usual.
is something that you can ingest so that you can take
because
in.
you need to take care of yourself every day, and that would not be sustainable if you cannot drink something that it's undrinkable.
Oh.
So we made that one very yummy, very something that you will actually crave for every day.
Tell us just a bit more. Give us the idea of just how big right now Dear Face is. I mean, what you can share about it, like how many stock keeping units or how many variants do you have right now, SKUs? How many are you shipping per month? Tell us a bit more about that.
Yes. Okay. So, number wise, we have eight variants of Beauty Milk and Beauty Bean. Beauty Bean is the coffee one, and we are manufacturing around 50,000 to 100,000 pouches per week.
Wow.
And we have distributors worldwide, around 5,000 people already.
5,000
Yes,
worldwide.
5,000 partners. Yes.
So
business
this is
partners.
direct. This is out of direct marketing. This is not available in stores right now.
Yes. The structure is more on the distributors.
As it's a distributor marketing
Yes.
model.
Yes, correct.
I see. Great. And you have a second product right now, which is called New Moon. Tell us a bit more about New Moon.
Well, New Moon is something that is actually a disruptor in the industry. So it's an S-acetyl-glutathione, which is the most potent type of glutathione, and that is actually budget friendly. So New Moon caters to people that wants to brightens their skin, but at the same time maintains glowing skin. So
It's hard but to maintain bright skin and glowing skin at the same time.
Yes, it's hard because when you use product like exfoliating products, it will make your skin brighter but dull. So I don't know how to explain that
Mm-mm.
one, but it makes your skin drier. But in New Moon, since you're drinking it, it's a supplement. It will make your skin glowing, brighter, and whiter.
Wow. So, and these are two of these products actually. You can share with us how you came about these products later
Mhm.
on, and I'm very excited for you to share your journey in creating these products.
Yes.
But let's take a step back. I often tell people, let's look at the secret origin of
Mhm.
Jona
Mhm.
and your journey into entrepreneurship. Because, like we said earlier on this discussion, I met you first in a franchise competition actually for next gen
Yes.
franchising, and this wasn't even your product
Yes,
that you
yes,
were there
yes.
that time. And I don't even know if it's still around. You can tell us later on.
Mhm.
No, but
Mhm.
let's start off with your real background, because what people don't know is you're actually a nurse. You're a
Yes, I
nurse
am.
by
By profession.
education and
Yes.
even profession, right?
Yes, 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 yes. I'm a registered nurse, and I came up with the ideas of skincare. It was an accident.
Mm-mm.
Actually, it was not meant for me to launch product or a business. But, I came from a family that is like a traditional family that has no background of business at all.
May medical ba kayo, or ikaw lang yung nurse, or
I
ikaw?
my mother is my mom is a midwife
Mm.
and I'm a nurse. So aside from that, we don't have any like business background at all.
Walang entrepreneur sa inyo. Oo,
No,
oo.
no, wala. So there, I started because I had like a really bad breakout way 2012, 2013. I really
Mm-mm.
had a bad breakout. And then I tend to try so many products available in the market. It's just that nothing's working.
Mm.
So my sister's friend offered me something. It's like a honey oatmeal soap. And I'm
Mhm.
really proud of this one because this is something that, started everything. So this honey oatmeal soap actually suit my skin,
Mhm.
and eventually it went okay. It went fine. And then people were asking, what did you use to your face? Because you had so many pimples back then.
Mm-mm.
And then I said, this soap, this magical soap I used. And then they asked me, okay, are you selling it? So there's a light bulb moment in that time. Like,
Okay.
oh wow, why not sell it, right?
Mm-mm.
So I started selling it to them, and then they became my resellers. So
Your
it
first set of parang kakapwa mo
yes.
mga nurse ba? Hindi, ano yan?
No, my friends actually, my friends and my relatives, they were my first customers. And then people are asking them also, what are you using? What oh, I am just using this soap. This is from Jona. It's like that. There's no brand yet. And then I said, okay, so I think the demand is growing already.
Mm-mm.
So I might as well put up a brand.
I see.
Hence Skin Potions.
Skin potions. I'm curious lang, did you ever practice nursing and then that led to you get creating the soap, or did you, because I know that there are many nurse entrepreneurs after nursing that that's just
Yes.
just to finish the degree because
Mhm.
that's what they expected of you, but you went off in another direction. What was your
Yes.
ano?
Well, it's not actually my choice, of course. My mom actually asked me to enroll in a nursing school, and then okay, just take the board exam, and you're fine to go. You're okay to go. And then I actually tried having a duty as a nurse in a hemodialysis in Taytay Doctors,
Mm-mm.
but it's actually depressing for me to see my patients not go anymore in the clinic because they already died.
I see.
So I thought, like, I told my mom, I cannot do this anymore because it's really depressing for me. It's
Mm-mm.
like day by day my patients are going, and I can't live with this thing anymore.
The
So
emotional part was very heavy for you.
yes,
Oo.
it was very heavy to the point that I can't eat anymore.
Mm-mm.
So that's why I started having some options of other careers. So I started applying for a medical representative job.
Mhm.
So I was a med rep, and I was selling going to doctors day by day, and we were from Cavite, and
Oh.
I was traveling going to Medical City, Cardinal Santos,
wow.
San Juan Hospital, and it's an everyday route. And I thought that, wow, this is tiring. And I thought that it was not for me. So I resigned. And then when I resigned, this one is very out of, my course.
Mm-mm.
I applied for a casino dealer.
Wow.
Right? I know.
Okay.
So when I applied for a casino dealer, it's an online casino dealer.
Mm-mm.
It's a betting online, something
Mm.
like that. And I was there for a year.
Mm.
Actually, I liked it
Nag-enjoy
because
ka, ah?
yeah, I liked it because the wage is so much higher.
Mm.
And then, but then, my parents told me that this is not a job for long term.
Mm.
So you need to get a job that's more decent,
Mm.
something that you know that is for long term, and you can see yourself after 5 years. So I applied again. So this time it's a casino in a ship. So I was a casino dealer also, but in a ship.
Wow, so you're a are
A
you you have to be
seafarer.
accredited or licensed to become a casino dealer? Or?
Yes, there's actually a license for that.
Oh.
When you become actually a dealer, casino dealer here in Philippines, and are also
So you
another.
got that license
Yes,
too.
yes,
Wow.
yes.
So nurse ka na, casino dealer ka pa.
Yes, yes. I can do both. If I could, go on board as a nurse, then why not? But
Pwede ka sabay, mag-nurse ka na,
yes,
mag-casino dealer ka
I
pa sa ship,
know.
no? Oo.
Yes. And then when I was on the ship, after 2 weeks, I just got on the ship, and in 2 weeks' time, my dad died,
Oh, okay.
and it was so depressing to me, and I wasn't able to, to see him in his last breaths.
Mm-mm.
And then when I went back home, I told myself I will not go back anymore.
Mm-mm.
And then my mom said, "Okay, anong gagawin mo?
Mm.
Nag-nurse ka pa." Something like that. I don't want to apply as a nurse because my sister was in UAE before. So she was applying me. She was asking me, "Okay, take this test because this test will have your license in UAE, Dubai, something like that." But I didn't like nursing.
Mm-mm.
And then this soap, which is actually I'm using after I got like after the ship, the part.
Because of the stress of everything, I
Yes,
guess that's
because
when you broke out, right?
yes, I broke out, and then I tried the soap, and then that was the start of Skin Potions.
And the soap, when you started selling it to other people, how do you do? Did you outsource it? Did you produce it yourself? How did you start coming up with more products for the soap?
Okay, so when the demand actually rised up, so I asked the friend of my sister, I asked her if I can get this much to you. And then of course, since she's a flight attendant, she cannot go anytime in the Philippines. So she cannot supply me that much.
So bale, she was just also buying selling the
Yes,
product.
yes, something
Okay.
like that. And then I put sticker of Skin Potion, something like that. So I rebranded. And then she told me, "Hi Jona, I cannot supply you anymore. This is too much for me because I was already, I think she was promoted as manager,
Mm.
and she cannot go to Manila that much anymore."
Mm.
So she handed me over to a manufacturer. So
In abroad or over here?
I'm here.
Ah, okay.
Here.
So she was making the products herself, or she was importing the
No,
product?
I think she was a friend of the manufacturer.
So the
and then
manufacturer was just making some product.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, I see.
So that time I met with the manufacturer, and they were really good, and they said you can get this product as low as this. And I said, "Wow, okay." So by that time I had a huge market profit margin already.
Mm-mm.
I used to I created a structure wherein there is a tier of distributors, and then it worked.
Wow. What gave you the idea to create that tier of distributors? I'm guessing kasi that you came from the medrep field, you came from these other
Yes.
fields. Is that where you got the sort of inspiration to
Mhm.
create the structure that you wanted to? Because you didn't have business background, but you were able to set up a business.
Not really, but that time, I think 2013, 14, do you know the networking companies
Mm.
like Power?
Yeah, they were all around. Oh,
Yes,
there's a
they
lot. They're
are
popular.
MLM companies, and the idea is actually coming from that.
I see.
But
I see.
it was not actually when you like recruit someone, you will get an interest or you will get a commission. So it's actually having like multiple teams. So I came up with the idea of having multiple teams and a leader, like one leader per team.
Mhm, mhm.
So in order for me to have those teams, I need to sort them out per region, so that actually gain the idea of regional distributors.
Wow, so that all came from you doing this.
Yes.
This must have been quite a challenge. I mean, I'm looking at. I mean, not to say that I don't believe in your ability, but I mean to say from from your background,
Yeah, I know.
you wouldn't think that you develop all these different things. How were you able to manage creating all these different things?
Well, it's actually, a trial and error.
Mm-mm.
And it took me thousands of pesos also to, to learn some things because I didn't have any background in
Oh.
business. And there were people also that are very helpful. They
Mm.
helped me to, decide the big things. My manufacturer also guided me throughout because she's also gaining it from, also gaining from it.
Mm-mm.
And I think day by day, I started learning the soap making, also the
Mm-mm.
ingredients. I started taking notes about the ingredients, what ingredients should we incorporate and what should not. And also, I was watching YouTube about businesses.
So self-taught ka literally.
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't have until I actually enrolled in a school.
Mhm.
So it was they call it in LaSalle, it's a space.
Mm.
It's like a continuous
That's
education
right.
in
That's right.
business. And I enrolled it for like what they call this? It's not a course, eh. It's like per module.
Per module. Is that Benilde? Is that
Benilde,
Yeah, Benilde.
Benilde,
Oh, that's
yeah.
great. I happen to be a board of trustee for the College of St.
Oh,
Benilde. I'm just so happy to hear that you're
wow.
an alumna of
Yes,
our
yes,
space
yes,
courses. That's
yes.
really
I
great.
love space
Oh,
course.
fantastic. Now, many entrepreneurs listening here right now might think, saan mo nakuha yung puhunan mo? Where did you get the capital to actually grow the business? Did you just keep on rolling the money over and grow from there? Or did you take from savings? Did you take from the family?
Yeah, well, actually, when I got off on board of the ship, I had like around 10,000 pesos.
Mhm.
10,000 to 15,000 pesos. And then for the 5,000 pesos, it was the capital of the soaps. And then for long time, I didn't check out, or I didn't pick any cent from the ones rolling.
Mhm.
So I stacked the money until I reach so many boxes of soap that I can actually order already.
I see, I see. And you said that, it's a lot of thousands of pesos of learning. Sometimes the best lessons learned are the failures that you have from business.
Yeah,
Were there any
yes.
failures for you in Skin Potion that you feel was instrumental in you becoming successful eventually?
Yes. Well, actually, it was a rise and fall of Skin Potions.
Oo.
And everything that I learned from it, I applied it to the new brands.
Okay, I see. So
Yes.
Skin Potion as a business was your rise and fall.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That was my rise and fall. And I think one of the mistakes, I don't see it as a mistake, but it's actually like a tuition. Like
Tuition fee. Tuition fee mo yan.
Yes,
Oo.
like a tuition fee for the business is don't be too aggressive so much without learning the market.
Got that.
Because if you don't know your market and you were very aggressive, you're just like spending so many things on marketing, but you don't know who's you're targeting, then you're going nowhere.
I see. So tell me a bit more about the fall of Skin Potions and how it led to the creation of your new product.
Yeah.
What happened? Was it the pandemic or was it pre-pandemic?
It was pandemic. Actually, pre-pandemic, we actually go full out. So we had the collaboration with Disney before, and then
Wow.
yes,
For Skin Potions, huh?
yes, for Skin Potions.
And how many SKUs did you have that time? You had the honey oat soap and you had different soaps.
we have so many, like around 30 plus.
30 SKUs.
Yes,
Oh,
30
okay.
plus. We're maintaining the inventory of 30 plus products in Skin Potions. And then we decided to collaborate with Disney with their film. I think if you remember the Aladdin film.
Yes.
So we were able to produce cosmetics in Disney collaboration.
So your soap, then you even had cosmetics.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. We had already cosmetics that time. It's like 2018, 2019. 2018, we were developing the products already. 2019 is the launch of the Aladdin film, and then also the launch of our products. And then we go full out. Of course, we want to go full out because this is the first time that a homegrown brand actually
Partnered up with
up with Disney. And it's something that, it's actually the pride eh. And then eventually we came up with our what they call this, a flagship store in Market. It's an inline store. It's like around the 40 square meters store. It's a big one. And it's actually it's really beautiful. It's like a Skin Potions land. Something that, your daughter would love to,
Oh, wow,
something
okay.
like that. And then 3 months after, it was pandemic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the money, the funds are all in our inventory and in our store. So we didn't have ROI yet.
Mm-hmm.
But the sad thing is the skin potions bled that time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And because our structure eventually became a franchising structure,
Mm-hmm.
our stores, we needed to close down the stores because the malls are closing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they needed to charge us extra
Rental.
or yes, a
Yeah. Oh.
rental, even though they are closed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we decided no, we need to close down until the last one, which is the market,
Mm-hmm.
the Ayala malls. And then eventually it was pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were waiting, right? Everyone was waiting. Oh, it's just 2 weeks. Parang we were very excited pa to no schools, no something,
Mm-hmm.
something like we could rest. But it was like more than 6 months already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh.
And I remember I was pregnant that time.
Oh, wow. Stressful.
It's a very, very stressful.
Oh,
So I was pregnant, but when you're pregnant, your hormones are really wild.
oh.
That's why I started developing. I started drawing new products, brand, and then we started selling alcohols. In
Yeah, you
pandemic.
told me. So, because you had to sell something.
We needed because we don't have any.
No, you had no inventory to sell.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they couldn't manufacture anything also, right? So,
yes.
you had to find something that was easily base product.
Correct.
Oh.
So that time we were selling alcohol.
And the alcohol came from you were telling me came from
Manufacturer.
from the same manufacturers
Yes,
you
from
usually
the
go
same
to.
manufacturer.
Okay.
So actually we were helping each other. Like, okay, Zona, we have like drams of alcohol again. Okay, you can, and then we repack the alcohol. And then sometimes we give it to the hospitals for free,
Mm-hmm.
and then for giving back because we know that I felt like in pandemic we have a social responsibility to
Mhm.
fill in. And we started gaining again funds
For the from the alcohol.
from the alcohol.
Okay. Mhm.
So actually we bled for the skin potions, but we were actually gaining funds from the alcohol.
Mhm.
And then eventually I said to my husband, we need to launch this brand. And then he said, why another skincare brand? This is why not grow again the skin potions? But I don't see, like, do you know the heart rate, something like that? I see it as a flat line.
Flatline na si skin potions. Oo.
Yeah.
Oo.
And then I said, no, this time we're gonna dedicate it to God.
Mm-mm.
Because in skin potions, I was so selfish.
Mm-mm.
I was so selfish. Like, I wanted to have money, but for myself only.
Mhm.
But for this one, since everything was, they're not having jobs in pandemic.
Mhm.
Everyone was struggling. And I thought of, why not create a brand that will actually have the distributors again,
Mhm.
and then they will sell from their homes.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's when Dear Face started. And we started with skincare sets.
Okay. But you had alcohol first, right? You said
Yes.
so you wanted to brand alcohol or something
We didn't brand the alcohol. It's just like a plain alcohol we're giving away.
plain
And
alcohol. Then
yes.
from there you thought of a new product. And because you had a distribution network already, you said, what
Yes.
can I put through the distribution network that I built through Skin
Because
Potions?
you know what's funny? Because our distributors also resells the alcohol.
They also resell. So same thing. So nangyari dyan is Skin Potions, wala na. Nag-run out na.
Yes.
Here's alcohol that you can sell
Yes,
now.
yes.
And so that you
yes.
were thinking, no, now what's a new product that I can sell
Yes.
through my distributors?
Correct. Because
Okay.
I have the structure already.
Okay.
And then with this product, we started with Dear Face. We started with skincare sets, and it didn't catch up that quick.
Why did you first think of a skincare set? So what was I want to understand right now, what was the opportunity that you initially saw or the problem that you were trying to solve with the first skincare set ng Dear Face?
The skincare set is actually, there's no idea from it. It's like I'm gonna adopt the Skin Potions strategy and then put into another brand.
Okay.
It's
So
like
parang
that. Yeah.
rebranded. Parang
yes,
rebranded.
yes, it's
Okay.
a rebranded. But then it didn't catch up because it actually, it's not a necessity again.
Okay,
So,
that's what you saw.
Yes. And
Okay.
then one time I was drinking, a juice, like an immunity juice, because I'm having COVID from time to time.
Mm-mm.
And then when I was drinking juice, I said, I hope there's something that I can drink that I can actually drink. So that came up the idea. So I called my manufacturer. Is it possible for us to create a drinkable vitamins? It's something like this, like this, like this. So I pitched the idea to them, and then they said yes, let's try. So it started with a juice. It's not because the formula right now is milky juice. So it started with a juice, but I didn't like it because it's like the same of the one that I am drinking. So we actually created something that is, I want something new. I want something that, is drinkable every day. So that came up with the beauty milk.
Beauty
So
milk.
yes, the beauty milk is milky juice.
Milk tea juice.
Yeah, no, milky.
Milky
Yeah,
juice, milky
milky.
juice. So that was the first product which you created.
Yes.
What was the flavor of the first one? Was there a flavor?
Melon.
Melon.
That was the flagship
So I mean,
product.
you came up with this new product after this sort of iteration. How did you know it was going to work? Because but technically you had it and you liked it, but how did you know? How could you test it with consumers?
In entrepreneurs, that if it's you can actually tell if it's a good product and if it's gonna work. Something like that. I don't know. I think we have that. We have that.
A bit of gut to go with it.
Yes, something like that. And I thought, like, okay, I'm gonna purchase 100 pieces of
The melon milky juice.
yes. And then I'm gonna let them try, my distributors. And then when they tried, they said, "Kailan ilalabas to? We want to sell this." So by that time, I told myself, okay, let's push through this one. So that's actually what when Dear Face started picking up.
I see. So tell me, but now this is very interesting. So the story is that you took a gamble,
Yes.
you had that gut, you put it out. The first 100 worked. How did you grow it from there?
Well, okay. So actually, the distributors that time, it's the start. No pandemic. It's the start of TikTok.
Okay.
But it's actually a media for a dance, for something that you can express yourself. There's no TikTok shop yet.
Mm-mm.
So from that time, I didn't join the bandwagon that fast, because I said, hindi ako sasayaw.
Mm-mm.
I will die. I will die not dancing in TikTok.
Okay.
Like I will not join the trend. It's like another platform. It's like I saw TikTok like another Facebook or another Instagram. But then that came interesting when the TikTok shop was launched. When the TikTok shop was launched, it actually I saw brands that, going live, and then they are gaining like millions in a day. So I said to myself, why not try the Dear Face? Why not sell the Dear Face there? And my distributors were very excited because they were the ones that actually explored the platform. It was not initially me. It was them. And then they said, that you can gain like this, like this, like this. And instead of going live via Facebook, you can live in TikTok, because there's a direct yellow basket there that they can actually check out.
And
right
initially,
away.
you were doing live from Facebook.
Yes.
And it was you selling on Facebook, or did you have somebody selling for you
I
on
am.
Facebook?
Yeah, I am.
It's you doing yourself, right?
Yes.
Oh.
And then eventually, I went live on TikTok. My first revenue, I can remember, it's around 7,000 pesos.
Okay.
It was like a 5 hours long live. Like I'm just talking for 5 hours straight, and my revenue is 7,000 pesos. No, there's no one trying something like that. And then one time, because I was very perseverant to, to gain more sales, the TikTok shop actually tapped me like, "Hey, we saw that you're going live. We know that you have a brand. We might help you. We can help you." So by that time, I saw like a light in the tunnel. Like, okay, so this is the time. So when they supported me, they boosted my videos. They supported my live. They gave so much discounts, and also we started picking up the sales, because the distributors are already growing, because they already tried the product.
So you had distributors, and you also had TikTok Live, right? And there's
Yes.
TikTok Shop. How did that connect? Were you selling separately from distributors and separately from on TikTok Live?
I am actually going live in TikTok with their baskets, with their shops.
And that goes directly to your distributors.
Yes.
I see.
So I help them by going live,
I see.
because
I see.
if they are the ones that who will go live, their following is not that much.
I
Yes.
see. So tell me, well, so that's when you had the client tunnel and you start selling over there. When did you start seeing that? Oh my gosh, it's really working. I mean, when was that aha moment for you? You're like, oh my god, it's this much sales. Oh.
Yes. I remember I think my viewers got around like 500 viewers at that time. And then our GMV, or what do you call this? The revenue, um I think it peaked around like 500,000 pesos.
Wow. Wow. That's
Yes.
when you realize, well, it's really becoming something
Yes,
that you have
yes.
to.
It's like, and I think that the TikTok is actually promoting the double digit sale campaign already.
Mm.
And there was a competition for the brand owners that, okay, if you reach this much, or if you reach top 1, top 2, top 3, we will have, like, gifts for you, like a gadgets,
Mhm.
appliances, something like that.
Mm-mm.
That's actually my motivation. I want to be top 1. So that's why I was very sipag to go live
I
back
see.
then.
Um, Tell me also a bit more. This is what many people don't get to see nowadays. That they're not used to seeing you, the owner, as being also the content creator, which was
Yeah.
unheard of many
Yeah.
years ago. But nowadays, the formula is all around. To have your product sell, you have to be, the owner has to be on
Correct.
live or on video to
Mhm.
sell. Tell me a bit more about that journey over there, because I'm sure that at first you didn't want to go on cam until finally you were on cam. Finally, your whole
Yes.
life is almost on cam. Tell me, what did you start seeing? What were the insights that you gained as you were doing this?
Well, actually, before pandemic, people really don't care who's the owner, right?
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
But when pandemic hit, it actually pivoted.
mm-mm.
So they are actually interested in the brand owners instead of the product. So they want to see the behind the scenes. They want to see how you develop the product. They want to see your inspiration, your vision, your mission. That's actually the time that I realized that, hey, I'm getting traction because I have a brand, but also they are interested in what I do.
Mhm.
And I think because I was not a content creator organically, I learned to do content, and to until up to this date, I'm doing content by myself.
That's you only. You don't have an agency
Yes.
helping you create the
No,
content.
no. I have for my reels, like something like professional reels.
Mm.
But when it comes to the content, explain the product, they want to see the brand owner.
I see, and that's what you can see has changed for you
Yes.
when you do this one, and but the actual, so you do the behind the scenes, right? So there's more of, like, I
Mm.
guess it's the authenticity which people want to see,
Yes,
but
yes.
even the actual selling, you have to do it yourself as well as the brand owner.
Yes, yes. I still do the double digit sale every time that we go live, 778899. So I was the one doing everything. So it was like a brand owner, a content creator, a live seller
Mm.
in one. So I think people is very interested if they see the authenticity, and also if they see that you are very committed to the brand.
I know that you've gained many milestones from TikTok, TikTok Store Live, but tell us a bit more about what you've been able to achieve, because I find it quite impressive what you've done with using TikTok.
Yeah. Well, actually, when it comes to the investments, we have already lots of investments. But if you will ask me if I am successful right now, I would 100% say I am successful. Number one is because I'm very happy, and number two is because I'm happy that I am helping so many lives
That's right.
already.
That's right. That's right.
And that's actually a transformational thing for me that I didn't do, or I didn't reach in Skin Potions. And in order for me to transform lives and to help other people through our businesses, that's one thing that is actually, one of my goals ever since. That's why our hashtag in Dear Face is Glow by God,
Mm.
because it's always in my prayers that um I always ask God to use me as an instrument of
Mhm.
his grace and his love. And he actually used me, and
Yeah.
he's using me still.
And I know that I know that sometimes like in my previous podcast with Zonito who does M2, the same thing is that she it's sometimes when the product is more than just yourself. I mean that
Yes.
what she was developing, it was not there's a bigger why into why she
Mm.
wants to grow the business, and I guess
Yes.
that's the same for yourself. I mean, health is a good why. I
Yes.
mean, but the deeper purpose is transforming lives by
Yes,
the
yes.
distributors which you help, which is a big why.
Yes.
Also in terms of TikTok, what have been the achievements that you've had? I know that you've been number one in TikTok. You've got several awards from TikTok. Tell us a bit more about that.
Okay, so recently we were number one in TikTok last 9/9, and I was
What does number one mean? How was the sales like?
well, it's something that you can how would I just
Not say. Well, what? Just give us an idea. No need to have specific numbers, but what was it like?
it was very big.
Very big. Okay,
Yeah.
that's big enough for me.
Yes, it
Oh.
was very big. And also I am a Hall of Famer in TikTok, so it's like a people or person that is actually gained their mark of the Hall of Famer. So I reached that Hall of Famer mark.
Got that.
Yeah.
So you've made an achievement. You've seen how TikTok has become integral to the business also to
Yes.
growth, and being a content creator also has become content creator slash brand owner has
Yeah.
become integral to the business. So you've had those two components, which is a bit different, and the pandemic was actually your biggest pivot. So it was technically it's a blessing in disguise for you what
Yes,
happened over there.
correct.
And then now you came up with another product which was the New Moon. I mean, you already have a lot on your plate. Then you created a new product. What was the pain point that you saw over there as you were developing that one? Because you already had.
Yes,
I mean, you could have just focused on doing Dear Face, but you still went into New Moon.
Yes.
What did you see that that Dear Face was not addressing?
Yeah, there was actually a pain point when it comes to the supplements and health and beauty category, in which the supplements in a good or in a good formulation, actually they exist, but they are very expensive. So I want to bridge that pain point of having a quality product, and at the same time it's affordable. So we bridged that pain point, and today it's New Moon. So New Moon is offering an acetylglutathione that is the most I think that's the cheapest right now, and it's actually giving Filipinos quality supplements that they can actually ingest. So there's not much supplement of that category that is affordable.
And this was also because you said that I already have the distribution network. I already have the
Yes.
TikTok selling. Let me just use these channels to be able to move the New Moon product. But did you just feel that New Moon would be doing as well as Dear Face? That's just a gut. Was that more of a gut decision than it was an R&D technical market research decision when you made New Moon?
Actually, New Moon was harder to market because you cannot taste the capsule, right? Because in Dear Face, once you tried it, it's very yummy. You will love it right away. In New Moon, it was a tricky part for us for our market to love the product. But I know that if it's a good product, then it will eventually pick up. So in New Moon, it's actually retail. So the
That's
structure,
a retail.
yes,
It's different from the.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
We started retail because we want the product to be strong first. Because there is also a pain point that actually aroused from Dear Face, that when you launch a product and it's not picking up, and then when they have stocks, they will what do you call this? They will get tired and they will stop selling. And that's not actually our goal. Our goal is to grow the distributorship. That's why that's the pain point that we answer in New Moon, is like we will make the brand stronger first. And then after we make the brand stronger, we will open it to distributors.
So you open up in retail first.
Yes.
Retail meaning that this is what in pharmacies
In digital TikTok.
TikTok. So
also.
more of that. It's not going through the distributors first.
Yes.
But
yes.
rather it goes on online retail first.
Yes,
So after
yes,
online
yes.
retail and there's a traction for it on online retail, then you pass it on to distributors.
Yes, we are going to open this October.
So right now it's still online retail.
Yes.
Great.
yes.
And tell me a bit more about the current. How's it performing right now, New Moon? How many SKUs are you moving right now?
Actually, I think we sold already 300,000 bottles since
Wow.
launch, and we just launched 6 June
It's
6th.
June, well, 6/6.
Yes, like 300,000 bottles. And moving forward, we are going to launch the 30 capsules, because the first one is the 60 capsules. The 30 capsules will be an exclusive SKU of the distributors.
I see. So that's what you're giving them extra. So you keep
Yes.
the retail,
Yes.
but now you actually just built another channel for yourselves
Correct,
here as well.
correct, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. What's your methodology in creating new products? Was it really methodical, meaning you expected to create new, like said, okay, I have to create a new product again now, and then I'll create a new product every 3 to 6 months, or it's something that you stumbled upon, itong glutathione?
Yeah, actually for the glutathione, it's actually my dream to launch a glutathione capsule, but it's under Dear Face. But then I realized that if we're gonna highlight the beauty milk in Dear Face, then it will not actually we cannot actually promote it equally. So hence there's New Moon, and New Moon is more on the capsule side. So when we started developing the glutathione, there's a pain point of there's no a good glutathione that is cheap. So that's actually the goal, to serve and to provide people a glutathione that is you can actually see effects, but it's very cheap. And then upon developing that one, we stumbled upon what are the pain points of the Filipinos that are left unanswered. So that pain points actually fuels our R&D.
So there's a lot more that you have
Yes.
ready to put out.
Yes,
Oh,
we are
fantastic.
going to launch multiple products in coming few months, and it's actually answering the pain points that it's left unanswered or
Very-
unheard.
Very, very exciting. I'm not sure if you can talk about those pain points or if they are industrial secrets, but then my next question is going to be, I think, very relevant to that one. There's so many entrepreneurs who are looking to, I guess, break into the field. And you're seeing, I mean, the interesting thing is from your perspective, you're seeing many opportunities. Are there opportunities out there that you think that you can share for other entrepreneurs that they can get into this health and beauty field that that don't necessarily compete with you, but they complement what you do?
Yes, as long as there are pain points, you can launch a brand or a product. And I think for the aspiring entrepreneurs, you just need to go for it. You need to assess also the pain points. What are the pain points? Who are the players? You need to do the market research first, and then eventually launch a good product. That's my number one advice to any aspiring entrepreneurs. Launch a good product, because your marketing will be free for the word of mouth.
I see. What are you seeing? Any particular trends or areas that you think, if I, like, for example, for yourself, if I had the time or the effort, I would go into this one, but not right now. But here, why don't you go take it? Baka may free advice. What are these sort of businesses that you still think people can do?
Well, I aspire to have a manufacturing in the future. But other businesses, there are lots of businesses like a real estate business. My bucket list is very big.
I
So it's
see.
not for something that someone that can start from scratch. I wanted to have multiple properties for Airbnb, the one that we're talking.
Yes,
before, right?
yes. We'll talk about more. We'll talk about that a bit more. Yes. Really
So,
great. I see
yeah.
that you've got still a lot. You've still got a lot, and you're very excited about the other
Yes.
businesses which you can enter into, which are not necessarily also in the same field. Like I feel you sometimes. Like for myself, I have businesses in multiple fields because that feeds my entrepreneurial spirit.
Correct. Yes,
and like
correct.
entrepreneurs, you can never stay still.
Yes,
and
yes.
and Jona, as we start to wrap up this discussion, it's been very, very interesting here so far. Are there 2 to 3 pieces of management advice from everything that you've gained, from all the failures, from all the
Yeah,
successes, that you want to share with people that that they can live by as they pursue an entrepreneurial career?
Yes, of course. Well, number one is for me, launch a good product. That's number one for me. Number two is you do your assignment, you do the market research, competitive analysis, everything. And then I think for the number three is just do it. Just go with it.
Wow.
Because I have number four.
Oh yes, please go ahead.
Okay, dedicate everything to God.
Yes, you're right. And I guess that's the most important one for
Yes,
everything.
yes.
Whether it's work or family, that's you dedicate everything to God.
Yes.
Now, for the people out there who are interested to become distributors, how do they get in touch?
Well, we have a Facebook account, which is a Dear Face. They can directly apply there. And also for the new moon, we will be opening our distribution this October. You can actually follow our socials, New Moon PH in Facebook, and also Dear Face PH in Facebook.
And fantastic. And thanks so much for joining us, Jona.
Thank you, RJ.
And for all those
Thank
listening to us
you.
here right now, if you enjoy listening to the RJ Ledesma podcast, please subscribe to us. We can be found on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, and also on YouTube. Again, Jona, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, RJ.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to seeing you guys again in the next episode of the RJ Ledesma podcast. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.